When you're opting to heal, the most important step is to be brutally honest with yourself. After that, many of you may ask, what does brutal honesty even mean in healing? I thank you for raising this question, as I'd like to discuss it today. Firstly, identify what you need to heal. For that, you must allow yourself to feel first. We should all remember that you can't heal something that you can't feel. There might be identifiers like pain, void, or a sense of restlessness, like something isn't right. Whatever it is, sit with it for a moment. Allow it to unfold itself to you. There might appear unpleasant feelings, thoughts, and actions you might feel impulse towards. But this is the target point that's crucial for us to seek, that too without reacting. We all should remember that we need to respond and not react. After all of that, we need to ask ourselves, what is it that we're expecting from the situation? Mostly it's something that has an outcome beyond our control. In reality, nothing is ever too powerful to keep us stuck forever. Hence, we need to look for possible ways to get out of it. Oftentimes, we might need to take a route we wouldn't like, but still, for the sake of our well-being, we might need to do it. Here's a simple way that we can all do it. Ask yourself, whatever is that which is out of your control, is it something you can change? If yes, then change it. And if not, then accept it and move on toward a healthier outcome. Sounds abstract? Well, let's look at an example. Yasser is a very successful guy and he's very hardworking. Most of the time when his hard work paid off, he would believe that he knows what it takes to figure it all out. But then one day in one business dealing, he faced a very unwanted situation. His partner and he got into a disagreement and out of rage, he reacted impulsively. Point to be noted, his anger was always an issue, which controlled him more than often. His partner was someone he had a very strong relationship with. But unfortunately, his reaction this time severed the relationship for good. At first, he thought his ego was bigger than the relationship, but soon after, he realized how he was wrong. Unfortunately, at that moment, he neither was willing to apologize nor he was willing to work on his issue. Slowly but surely, he had a vast reputation for his issues. His close acquaintances were also maintaining distance from him. Slowly, when the void crept in, he felt stuck in a loop that wasn't serving him. That's when finally he decided to heal himself. First, he asked himself the reasons for his anger. The answer was, he always wished things to be his way, and he was less tolerant of others' opinions. By being honest, he came to this conclusion, that he could heal that by being more accepting of others and coming to a collective solution. In some cases, his anger severely hurt people, but he thought apologizing will make him small, so he avoided it. But then his honesty with himself made him face his ugly self. It made him realize that apologizing doesn't make people small, rather pointlessly holding on to his ego does. And eventually, the grudge wasn't serving him. That's when he decided to reach all those people he hurt and apologized. Oftentimes, this step might be a very tough one, because compromising with one's ego might feel like death. It requires one to redefine the belief system that he held for a long time. In reality, we all are humans, the best of our creations. But even our human nature comes with its own limitations. As humans, we're all vulnerable towards certain aspects, which individually differ. However, what's common for all is we all have our own limitations. It's only normal for us to know it, hence knowing when to stop. Truth is, we all have parts to us that we don't like or find undesirable and ugly. But those being unlikable doesn't spare the fact that those are truths, our very own truths. Once you work with these shadow sides of yours and optimize your personality by creating necessary boundaries and taking necessary steps for your well-being, you'll finally see yourself healing.